Yes. Yes. Welcome, everybody. Happy New Year. Welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I am your man, Wasted Talent. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all of the people on Twitter who are watching. Um, Look, man, yesterday, I spoke my piece after the game, but now cooler heads have prevailed. It is time to have a reaction Monday. We've had, you know, a lot of opinions out there. We know that the Raiders are now eliminated from the playoffs. So now we can start talking about some of the postseason comings and goings. Because next week's game is what it is. There's certain ramifications for whether we win or lose and who we play and all of that, and playoff seeding and draft seeding. But look, man, we got some big games today in college football that the ramifications of those games kind of impact the Raiders. It just seems like, and I don't know if I'm being biased because I'm a Raider fan. It just kind of seems like, the football world kind of revolves around the Raiders lately, man. It's weird. It's weird and it sucks, man, because every time this team has a chance to take a step forward, man, over the last few years, man, it's like we get right at the precipice of greatness, man, and we can't just step through the door and walk through, man. It sucks, man. Sucks, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me get my shout outs and salutations, man. First and foremost, my brother Thor, man. Raider Nation Drinking Club. Yo, Thor, it's been way too long, bro. I gotta tap in with you, bro. I'm gonna give you a call after the show, bro. I gotta come on your show, bro. My dog Thor, man. Shout out to my brother Thor, man. Oh man, woo! Gotta get hydrated up here. My dog Martin, what it is, bro? From way across the pond. Chip cheerio. My brother Gorell Webster. First, never last. My dog Gorell Webster. Happy New Year, Wasted. Ooh. Happy New Year to you too, my brother. You know what I mean? Enjoy. I hope you have a prosperous year, man. I hope we all have that. My dog, Dan, high stakes teaser, the Get Off My Lawn Gang General in arms. Salute, Waste, a happy new year to you and yours. My guy, Raider 77, happy new year. Freddie Castillo is in the place, man. Shout out to you, Freddie. Sin, what it is. The Raider, what it is. My guy, shit, man. Mark Salter, running with scissors is in the place. Raider Ryan, Anthony R. Hernandez, mock drafts. Yeah, man. I mean, maybe we can jump into that. My guy Raider Primos, man. Shout out to the young king, man. Preem and the guys is in the place, man. Shout out to them. Big Mo Raider, Blazing Raider. Oh man, Kevin Castro. Yes, man. We are all heartbroken, man. But yo, let's get into it, man. My dog Grand Cam, yo. I'm not switching up on AP. Give the man an off season and let him do his thing. Now look, man. It's nasty work out here in these social media streets, bro. It's nasty works, man. Like a lot of guys are, 1 week calling for Antonio Pierce to be hired on the spot, even though that wasn't a possibility. And then the next week when we lose, you got jokers calling for, Jim Harbaugh. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all where I stand. Y'all know where I stand. I'm firmly in support of Antonio Pierce. But if there's any way that he is not the guy that Mark Davis feels so compelled to hire, because at the end of the day, it's Mark Davis's team, it's his money, right? He's gonna do what the hell he feels like is right, right? Now, is that gonna, give dividends and pay dividends for us as fans? Who knows? But I will tell you this, yo. If he doesn't hire Antonio Pierce, he better hire Jim Harbaugh and or Patrick Graham. I'll tell you that right now. Yes. Anybody else, I'm not trying to hear it, yo. I'm not trying to hear no Gruden. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. He better be hiring. If he's not going to hire Antonio Pierce, it better be Jim Harbaugh. It better be. Because look, I was a guy, I have no problem with Harbaugh, bro. I think Harbaugh is a great coach. I just think that Antonio Pierce is the right coach for this team and this organization. That's the thing. The problem is that we don't control the hiring, right? Only thing we can do is hope, right? And we hope and pray that everything works out in our favor. But if it doesn't, bro, we got to support whoever they bring in. We got to support. We got to support whoever they bring in. I really hope that it is Antonio Pierce, but there are certain things that are looking a little fishy, bro. This is what I know. Today, the Michigan Wolverines will be playing the Alabama Crimson Tide, and then the winner of that game is going to go on to play in the championship game. That game is actually on right now. Michigan is the number 1 seed. They're playing the number 4 seed, but let me tell you something. Alabama is no number 4 seed. They are probably the best team left. Some say Michigan, right? But we're going to find out. The 2 best teams are playing now, right? But be that as it may, Jim Harbaugh has hired an agent, and the agent's name is Don Yee. And let me tell you something about Don Yee, man. Don Yee is a guy who is really, really connected in the National Football League. It's uncertain if he's going to leave his alma mater after taking over the program in 2015, bro. But listen, man, connect the dots. Follow the money, right? The hiring of Yee kind of points to the fact that he's probably looking to get a job in the NFL. Sean Payton is a Don Yee guy. Jimmy Garoppolo is a Don Yee guy. And most notably, Tom Brady is. And Tom Brady was his first big-time client, man. So the thing about it is we all know that Tom Brady is, firmly entrenched in the Raiders brass right now. He still has not been made an owner of the team. It has not been voted on and ratified by the Board of Governors of the National Football League. But he definitely has Mark Davis's ear. Him and Mark Davis are part owners of the Aces. And the fact that Jim Harbaugh is hiring Brady's agent, that it looks a little fishy, man. And it does not look good at the potential of Jim Harbaugh re-signing with Michigan like a lot of people thought. Shout out to people in the chat, yo. Shout out to my brother, Max Rodriguez, with the first super of the day, man. Appreciate you with the $5 holler, man. Happy New Year, Wasted, Gruden. Going back and forth between this and the Rose Bowl. Speaking of which, what do you think of Jalen Milroe, Alabama quarterback? I think he's a damn good college quarterback. He's a guy that I think didn't get the proper support early on in his career. Bill O'Brien was trying to tell him to change positions. You know what I mean? It's just that with a lot of the Alabama quarterbacks, they got so much talent around them. And Nick Saban is not trying to develop a pro prospect. He's really just trying to develop a guy that's going to win for him at the college level. So, look, he's decent, but is he a guy that I would take a flyer on early in the draft? No, he's not. He's more of a guy that I would draft in the 4th or 5th round and kind of stash away. You know what I'm saying, bro? But I'm gonna be honest with you. I want AP, man. I'm keeping it $150. If we drop AP and hire Harbaugh, and this fool doesn't even get us at least 10 wins in his first season, I'm gonna drag the flip-flops I've been seeing on social media. And look, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. Look, everybody's entitled to their opinion, right? And I'm going to be honest with you, dog. I can't tell anybody else how to rate her, yo. I can't tell nobody how to rate her, right? I can't. I'm me. To me, the flip-flopping that I've been seeing, yo, I'm not liking it, bro. It makes our fan base look bad. It makes our fan base look erratic. It makes our fan base look weak, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it, bro. I can't tell none of y'all how to rate her, yo. But what I will tell you is, man, yo, stand on 10 and be consistent, bro. Try to be as consistent as possible. We're all allowed to change our opinions, right? But the way this shit is with Antonio Pierce is disgusting, bro. I see jokers one week, and it's guys with big platforms too. One week they support AP, the next week they don't. One week they love Aiden O'Connell. He's the, you got to give him this, and you got to give him a whole offseason. Then the next minute they don't. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's have some integrity here, right? Let's try. Like, look, we know what the root word fan stands for. It is the actual word. The root word is fanatic. So sometimes when you talk about fanatical behavior of a team, it is not always the most balanced. But golly, man, come on. F on, man. My guy, John Jones, man, appreciate you with the $10 holler. And yo, thank you for my brother, Capital, man, for keeping the lights on here at Raider Nation Unlimited, bro. Appreciate it, brother. My guy, John Jones. Do the team have money to sign Chris Jones in free agency? Brother, yes. I mean, if they were to sign Chris Jones, they would have to be very, very fiscally responsible around that move. He's asking for a whole lot of money. The reason why I'm a big proponent of drafting Jones is because we don't need a whole lot on this team, bro. We might need another starting defensive back, corner, and a defensive tackle of his ilk, and that would totally transform this defense, like for real. And to be honest with you, I would like to see us go out there and make a move and bring another linebacker in. But other than that, bro, like, yo, we on offense, every improvement you make on offense should probably be made through the draft unless there's a free agent quarterback that can move the needle. And for the most part, I would like to see us draft somebody, man. And then bring in a guy like up the scrap heap, kind of like Joe Flacco. I'm not saying bring in Flacco, but bring in a guy that's not going to cost you too much money. You know, that's more so what, you know, I'm on that kind of sheet of music, yo. Yo, my guy Darth Vader's in the place, man. My guy Darth Vader is in the place, man. So let me ask y'all a question, man. Getting back to the game yesterday, right? Getting back to the game yesterday. What are y'all thoughts on the level of robbery that the referees put on us yesterday, man? I mean, look, bro, I've seen people do, you know, breakdowns. I've seen people look at the tape. I've looked at the tape. Jack Jones was not offsides, right? Then I hear Antonio Pierce at the press conference talking about the way that, you know, the coaches from the Colts were talking to the officials, and then they start like, bro, it just seems a little fishy to me. And guys, I've been saying this for a couple of weeks, guys. Now, y'all not just damn a couple of weeks. I've been saying this all season, bro. I don't want to look at the NFL, right, as a place where what I'm looking at is not an authentic thing. I want to believe that football is one of the last places on the planet where I can get freaking real competition, where I can get fairness on some level, bro. But yo, it seems like with a league that's so closely married to gambling, bro, I'm starting to question what the hell is going on here, bro. I'm starting to question, like, bro, this is yet another time where the referees have cost us. Now, what I will say is we should have never been in that position to begin with. And you know the refs don't do us no favors. We know that. We know it. But God, I mean, damn it. Like, I don't understand why that wasn't reviewed. I don't know, bro. Like, I just feel like the lines, bro, that line was 3.5. No, it was 3. It was 3. It was a field goal. Vegas got it right again, right? Vegas got it right. It's unbelievable, yo. Let me get to some of these supers, yo. My dog, Sweet Jazz, with the $10 holla. I am firmly against Fields. I want a QB who can run. Fields is a runner who is trying to be a QB. We may be eligible to get Bo Nix without selling the future. Listen, you guys know I'm a Bo Nix guy, right? You know, in my quarterback hierarchy, look, with Drake May, I haven't done enough work on Drake May to take him out of my hierarchy. So I got to really look at Drake May. But out of the guys that I've scouted, man, Caleb Williams is number one. Caleb Williams is number one. I don't know if we'll have a chance at drafting him. A lot of people are talking about the Chicago Bears like Justin Fields, right? But I can't see Ryan Poles in them after they're going to get their job, and Eberflus. I can't see those guys passing on the number one guy 2 years in a row. I'm hearing the brass of Chicago likes Justin Fields. I'm hearing this, right? But it all depends. It could be a money move because you could look at it from this perspective. That kind of resets the expectations, but it's putting their quarterback in a bad position because if Eberflus is not the guy, you drafted him and you're gonna have to hire another coach, right? So, it's very, very up in the air. But the Chicago Bears have secured the number 1 pick. And if they were to move on for the number 1 pick, the Chicago Bears can do a lot of damage if they draft properly. So there is a part of me who thinks that maybe they might trade out a number 1 unless somebody come up and get Caleb, right? But at the end of the day, out of the guys that I've seen, right, it's Caleb number 1, Jaden Daniels number 2, and number 3 is Bo Nix for me. You know what I mean? And Bo Nix showed up and showed out today, man. And it is a distinct possibility that Bo Nix can be a guy that the Raiders can consider at this point. And in my heart of hearts, what am I really hoping for? What I'm hoping for is I'm hoping that the Raiders smarten up and go out there and do what they're supposed to do and draft properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, man, the Raiders at this point, man, when you start talking about draft positioning, right? Right now, we currently sit at 11, right? The highest I think that we can go, shout out to Josh DeBow, man. I'm going to look on my Twitter feed because Josh DeBow had he always brings the smack, man. Shout out to Josh DeBow, man, from the Associated Press, man. Josh DeBow had put out the Raiders' odds of what they were going to get with the draft pick. So I think that the highest that we can go in the draft as currently constituted is 8th, and the lowest we can go, we're currently at 11th, and I got to find it, guys. Just bear with me really quickly, man. Bear with me really quickly. With the Bears getting the number 1 pick from the Panthers, this is the 3rd time. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I am very, very sorry, guys. I don't like dead air. I don't like fucking up on the air, but it is what it is. Excuse my language, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. All right, the Raiders are currently number 11 pick. Looks like the highest they can get is 8th, and the lowest they can be is the 14th pick. So the Raiders right now at 11th, they might be able to kind of get in the top 10, but I think where they are, they can move up to number 1. Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened, bro. My guy, fuck you. Wasted. You need to do a 20-minute season reflection video with only impersonations with Gruden as the host. Hands down, the funniest Shieldboard piece. Fuck you. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I got a haymaker I'm about to drop now, man. Some of the funniest moments of the year. I've been editing it. I just never dropped it. I got the thumbnail. I'm gonna drop it. I might do members only. I might do a members only, yo. And another thing, guys, in the offseason, I'm gonna do some more members only stuff, yo, because I want to give you guys the value of the membership to my channel. We are on the road to 10,000 subscriptions. Whomever's in the chat that has not subscribed, please do so. Please do so, man, because we're trying to do some big things, man. We're trying to do some big things, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, man. So, my guy Zeke Gibbons, let's get back to what we were talking about. At some point, these officials are going to have to be held accountable for these blatant calls. Well, bro, at the end of the day, if you got somebody pulling the strings, right, why would they be held accountable? Like, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. The crew that I saw yesterday, I didn't see one familiar face on that crew. Not one. I didn't see one familiar face, bro. It's just, bro, it's starting to look really, really weird, man. And I don't want to be the guy to put that on anybody. I'm not the conspiracy theorist guy. But it's just something about what I saw yesterday was very, very inauthentic. Like, I saw us being held as the least penalized team in the league, and then really the game got blown up by bad calls, holds, freaking the Jack Jones situation, the pass interference, the phantom pass interference that was not catchable. It's like they have to have some level of consistency. It's bullshit. My guy Tyson Sphere, this legal gambling shit done made this integrity shit a thing of the past, bro. And that's a fact, bro. Like, yo, when you have your biggest, man, your biggest supporters and your biggest partners in the league be gambling sites, you can't say that this is not an issue, bro. And they're killing the goose that laid the golden egg, man. Paul Edgerton, man, my guy. It's very poor, wasted. We had some stone cold PI against Tay, missed as well. And that's a fact, too. I think that Tay's getting a little bit of the LeBron James treatment though, with him crying all the time to the refs. They're probably like, man, F him. Also, what's up with the boxing pod? I want your opinion on a few things. I grew up as a huge Manny Pacquiao fan. Bruh, the boxing pod is on its way. It's the offseason coming up. No Raiders playoff football. We'll be covering the draft crazy and, all of that kind of stuff. But I'm definitely doing a boxing pod. Definitely. You can book that. Anybody who wants a boxing pod, do me a favor, yo. Whoever wants a boxing pod is interested in it, do me a favor. Put a 1 in the chat because I might start another channel that's just kind of dedicated to that. Let me know, y'all. Let me know. My guy, JoJo Binks. That's just the business in America. Unfortunately, money talks and bullshit walks, and that's a fact, bro. But it just feels like a setup, man. That game set up Saturday's primetime game versus the Colts and Texans for the division. Simple. Damn, Maul. Man, Maul with the haymaker, bro. I gotta let that man cook. Oh, my God. Yo, I didn't even think of that, bro. I didn't even think of that, bro. Damn. It's crazy. My guy, Mark Smart Enough Davis. How you make the most revenue out of all the major sports leagues and you have part-time officials? And that's something that I've always wondered. The NFL, bro, and look, I get it. The NFL is, the reason why the NFL is what it is because of the fact that, it is, every game is crucial. Every game, you will never have an NFL team just resting players. Every game, every week is the most crucial thing in the world. And the level of the level of just, the stakes, man, just the level of urgency in the National Football League is heightened from any other league. And it's the one league that you can go from worst to first like that. So I understand it. But the referee caveat is huge to me, brother. My guy, Graham Cam. I understand people are mad at the refs. But after the first defensive drive, the defense stopped the Colts 3 straight times, and our offense didn't do shit with it. And Graham Cam, that is my point, bro. At the end of the day, like I said yesterday, we want to harken back to boxing. Everybody in here who's boxing fans know sometimes you got to go in there and you got to take it out of the hands of the referees and the judges. I take it out of the hands of the judges. Finish the show like champions. And we did not do that yesterday. So you're not going to have me up here crying and, turning this into something it shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? But would I have liked to see us get a little respect, a little reciprocity? Yes, I would. My guy, T. Severe. Good coaches do that. A good coach will work the roughs multiple games and multiple series, pointing out things to get a call late in the game or late in this year. That's smart coaching. But, bro, at the end of the day, bro, it just causing a question. Causing a question what we watching, T. Just win, baby. Jack Jones wasn't offside, but definitely PI and offsides on us. Besides the non-calls, the timely penalties cost us the game. We were way too aggressive in the first half, and we left points on the field, bro. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. My guy, Quadre, Shamsuddin, my dog, man. Salute, soldier. How much do you think we can fleece the Jets for Tay? That's one. 2, once they got in bed with Vegas, did you really believe this wasn't going to happen? This is the same ref crew that blew the call in KC. And, bruh, they've been downgraded. They won't be in the playoffs. And Quadre, look, bro, that was the thing I was most afraid of. That was always the reason why they never allowed sports teams in Las Vegas, right? But when they legalized gambling and shit, it was just like, all right, y'all might as well let a team go to Las Vegas. You might as well. And it's like, bro, I was just praying. I was hoping. I was praying that it didn't go like that, bro. I was praying. Damn, I was praying, man. But it's turned into something else. But listen, y'all know me. I've always talked about how this stuff has been looking lately. I've been talking about that all season. It looks weird. Sorry. My guy Hawk. Hawk, what it is, man. Hawk, you still around? You still on leave, brother? Glad to see you in a place to be, man. Yo, shout out to my brother. Oh, my bad. Let me get back to this. Yo, Quadre, what I think the Raiders can get for Davante Adams, I think a first and a second, or a first and a third. Do I think we're getting 2 first-round picks? No. A first and a player, you know what I'm saying? A first and a third. That's probably the most, because they're not going to give us more than what we had, we had to give up to get him. My dog, Mike Hawk. This offseason and draft, we got to build the interior O-line and D-line. Get rid of 72. He's a scrub. Wait. Loom is no scrub, bro. Don't do that to Jermaine Illuminor, bro. Loom has played a hell of a season, bro. He's not a scrub. Is he Jonathan Ogden? No. But he's definitely not a scrub. Don't do that, Mike. But let's get McCarthy in the second round and Newton in the first round. Well, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I'm not really too sold on JJ McCarthy, though, bro. I would rather be one of these other Penix or one of these other guys, man. My guy, Steve Orlando, with the $5 holler, man. Thank y'all for the support of the channel. Yo, appreciate y'all. Can we at least acknowledge that Cam Ward is the only gunslinger with 0 weapons? That is all. I love Cam Ward. See, Cam Ward might be a guy that jumps up draft boards. You got to be real with that. Cam Ward's a guy, like, when he go to the Underwear Olympics, he's going to impress people. But Cam Ward is just that kind of talent that I'm talking about, that has a great arm. He's athletic. He could throw the ball deep. He's everything we kind of looking for. Cam Ward is another guy I can put on my list, though. And Cam Ward, I don't know if you guys know or not, but Cam Ward declared he is eligible for the draft, man. Cam Ward did do that today. So we got a bunch of people for the boxing pod. So, okay, we got to get that shit going, man. And a lot of people are saying, yo, JJ McCarthy is going to raise on draft boards. AJ Troyer with the $20 super sticker, man. Thank you, my brother, for supporting the channel, man. I cannot thank you enough. My brother, Quadre Samsudeen, they should be downgraded out of the league. Do you remember that Cincinnati playoff game? There were 16 refs that allowed that to happen. They all heard the whistle. Yes. And bro, a lot of the times, bro, I kind of feel like, is this coming from the league office? Because how can everybody be on the same sheet of music for a bad call? It's none of you fucks are like, yo, what are you doing? Like, nobody, bro. Sorry, man. Nah, bro. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Something's wrong. I mean, I'm not the only guy who noticed it. It's other people that gotta know something is wrong. There's something wrong in what we're looking at here. Something is wrong. Something is wrong, yo. Let me get back up in the chat, though, man. The nation drew. The NFL was mad we ruined Christmas, and the refs made us pay. They want Swift Kelsey marriage proposal at the Super Bowl. Yeah, you jumped way out the window on that one, bro. You jumped way out the window on that one. Sebastian, it is. Wasted. Loving that content. Cam Newton. What you think? I mean, Cam Newton to do what? What, watching Cam Newton's pod, or like Cam Newton come back and playing for us? Nah, I'm cool on that, bro. My guy Latif. Latif, what's up, bro? Time for the Raiders to invest in the people already in the building and add a linebacker coach and Frank Reich as OC. Appreciate you, my dog. My dog Top Beats is in the place. The general Top Beats is in the place, man. McCarthy is going to raise on draft boards. Trust me. Yeah, bro. There's a lot of people. So, guys, look. We got to get into this too, man. We got to get into this. You didn't miss anything just yet, brother. So, look. There's a few things that I want to get into, right, from yesterday. There's some things, now that our season is effectively over, that we got to address, right? One, Antonio Pierce should be the Raiders head coach. I think he's done enough. I think he's earned it. Do I think they should give him a 5-year deal or something? No. Do I think married and handcuffed to that, somebody on his staff should be someone who has been a previous head coach? Yes. Yes, I do. Right? Also, there are a lot of people who are saying give Aiden O'Connell a chance, right? Look, I like Aiden O'Connell, right? Do I think he should still be in a roster next year? Yes. But I do not think that Aiden O'Connell is the kind of prospect that you lean into and not draft a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the Raiders' duty to go out there to look to actively try to improve that position. And if Aiden O'Connell is the guy, Aiden O'Connell will have to come in and fight for his spot on this roster. He's a rookie. I like him. I want to see him succeed. I want to see him succeed at the highest level. But Aiden O'Connell needs to come in. He needs to compete. We can't anoint him anything at this point. That's one. Two, I've also noticed Coach Bo Hardigree needs to go back to quarterback coach or something else, but he should not be our offensive coordinator going forward. We've established that. We saw what was going on. Also, our offensive line, we've spoken about this. I think that the first thing I'm doing in the offseason, if this is wasted, first things first, right? In the draft or in free agency, I address the center position. Point blank, period. Also, I address one of the guard positions. We need a heavy upgrade at guard. Heavy upgrade. Then I address the trenches and I go and get me a stud defensive tackle if I can. Also, Josh Jacobs. I would set the baseline at Josh Jacobs. And, you know, the ceiling for how much I would pay for his services are $8 million a year. $8 to $9 million a year. If not, I do the running back by committee thing. I'm at that point with it. And the thing about it is with Davante Adams, that's a fluid situation for me too. But nobody is off the table besides Max Crosby for me. And that's really how I feel about it. My guy Richard Twitchell, man. Shout out to my brother Richard Twitchell for supporting the channel, man. Thank you, bro. I've said it for years. The NFL is one of the most corrupt corporations in the U.S. It is as fixed as the WWE. Wow. Rich, man. That's so bro. So are you one of those people who feel like the NFL is not legitimate at all? God, wow. Damn, Rich. Bro, I'm not going that far. I'm not going that far where I just think that it's just a total ruse and they get a script and all of that. Like, you don't think that, do you? I don't know, bro. Las Vegas is the biggest party on Super Bowl game day. And we was not allowed to say Super Bowl. Copyright laws. Pushed by the commissioner, Roger. Now, Las Vegas gets the Super Bowl. That is crazy, bro. I mean, it is what it is, man. The Raiders are there. Look, when you build a new stadium, it's almost like Field of Dreams with the NFL. When you build a new stadium, the reward is always been that you get a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, you know, if you build it, they'll come. And everybody knows the revenue in the cities. This is the reason why they build these structures. That's the reason why there's tax dollars involved. So I'm not surprised by that, Trucker Mark. And yo, shout out to Richard Twitchell and Trucker Mark for supporting and keeping the lights on at Raider Nation Unlimited. Greatly, greatly appreciated. My guy Hawk didn't mean to word it that way. Come on, Hawk. Hawk, it's cool, bro. Look, man, we just joking around over here, bro. Loom know that. I know he watches the show, man. He know that, bro. But 72 is a drive killer. Been 3 years of a constant false start. If we keep him, move him to guard and fix the problem. Now, I'm under the estimation that he's got to be willing to move the guard, because when you move the guard, you lose a lot of money, bro. And they are in the league to make money. If he had his druthers, he'd be a left tackle somewhere, because that's a higher paying position. But he wouldn't take a step back from being a right tackle and where he gets paid, because those pays are a lot differently for guards, man, unless you're a superstar, man. These roughs are in somebody's pocket. No way they all suddenly suck. It's no coincidence that the bad calls began once gambling became widely available. I mean, look, bro, the tuck rule happened before. We've had a lot of bad calls against us, bro. I'm not going to just put it all on fantasy football and stuff like that. We've had a lot of bad calls, bro. Mm. Shout out to almost 400 in the room. Get wasted with your brother, wasted, and tell a friend to tell a friend. I got to get to some more of these supers. My dog, Sweet Jazz, appreciate you. AP talks daily with Tom Coughlin and Marvin Lewis. One thing I like about AP is he does not claim to know it all. And I love that. Look, bro, look, everybody comes from a coaching tree in the National Football League. I love that he has a network of great coaches to reach out to. I love the fact that, he comes from two strong coaching trees, right? When you have the Dennis Green, Tony Dungy tree, which Marvin Lewis is a derivative of that because, Herm Edwards, all them guys, Marvin Lewis, they come from the Dungy coaching tree, right? That's a derivative of the Bill Walsh coaching tree. And when you talk about a Tom Coughlin comes from the Bill Parcells coaching tree. So those are great coaching trees, and that's a great network of people to have, yo. Guys, you know what I need? I think I need to call Mrs. Wasted up. I need some damn coffee, yo. I need a cup of coffee. Let me call Mrs. Wasted Talent to see if
what's up, babe?
Babe, can I? Yeah, I need a cup of coffee.
Okay, I'm coming.
Thank you, sweetheart. Mrs. Wasted pulling up on me with the cup of coffee, man. My guy, Quadre Shamsuddin. My nephew was better. LOL. Do you remember Wasted when the refs were told not to stop the play on the questionable interceptions? Yo, for real, called. Yo, they still do. That's a fact, bro. That is a fact, bro. Bruh, listen, bro. I'm telling you, I don't care what nobody say. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Hey, yo, listen. I know some of y'all aren't subscribed too. Please hit the subscribe button, bro. I got to get over the hump, man. I got to get over the 10 band hump, bro. I got to get into the double digits, man, like all the other content creators with big platforms. Man, I think I deserve it, man. My guy, Marcus Go Forth, man. Appreciate you, dog. How's it going? Could we address the offensive center, the guard, DT, and QB in one draft realistically? Yes, we could. It doesn't because, bro, you don't have to just do it through the draft. You just got to slot what you're going to do. Like, to me, this is what I feel. And I've been saying this, I don't know if you guys missed it the last time I said it. I feel like what we should do is this should be a heavy offensive draft. Heavy. And what I mean for offense, namely the trenches. Namely the trenches. And if we can get a quarterback, start quarterback first. Boom. Then after that, guard, center, boom. In free agency should be for the defense because most of the money on this team is spent on the offensive side of the football. So then you use some of these other picks to take best player available, to develop guys and backfill positions of need and get better. But the first 3 or 4 picks, quarterback, guard, center, defensive back, you know what I'm saying? Then best player available all the way down. In free agency, defensive tackle, stud defensive tackle. That's really, in my estimation, that would catapult this team to the stratosphere, to be honest with you, man. My guy MDM is in a place, yo. That's right, man. Jersey Stokes. Mrs. Wasted, we need a cup of Joe for my guy. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. Appreciate you, dog. Chris, how long I've been live? I've been on for 40 minutes, bro. I've been on for 40 minutes. We've been rocking. Yo, look, you are now rocking with the best. The Beast of the East is here. You're my guy, Mike Hawk, with the $5 holler, man. Bringing Frank Reich as OC. He can get Aiden, a young QB, right. AP, right, Graham. We want JJ. He's Andrew Luck 2.0. Got an arm and he can move and act. So, look, you want JJ McCarthy? You think JJ McCarthy's the next Andrew Luck? Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I like J.J. McCarthy. We're going to watch him. He's playing against Alabama now. He's balling. Bro, Andrew Lucks do not come along very often. Andrew Luck as a prospect, bro. Look, I was too young to remember when John Elway was being scouted. I remember John Elway coming into the league. I remember seeing that play versus Stanford as a kid, right? But it wasn't like I was a little kid. I wasn't like firmly entrenched on who was getting scouted in 1983. I was too young, right? I'm going to be honest with you. Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning are the two best. Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate it, baby. Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning are the two best quarterback prospects that I've ever seen. Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning, bro. Andrew Luck's don't come along, bro. I'm telling you, Andrew Luck was one of them ones, man. It's just that that ownership screwed Andrew Luck over, and he got the stuffing beat out of him. They messed Andrew Luck's career. Andrew Luck was a beast. I always kind of hoped that Andrew Luck would retire and come back and come to the Raiders. Ah, damn, it's a great cup of coffee, man. Shout out to my wife, man. Thanks, babe. Oh, my God. My guy, MDM. Wasted. I have a point to make. We all like AP. He has really galvanized the emotions of this team, and they were playing to their top level. With that said, emotions are fleeting, and can we rely on AP to build the organization? Getting a team to rally and build the organization along with the GM are completely different things. I think we assume that AP can. Now, see, MDM, and I'm just going to go off of yesterday. Now, like, we supposed to be breaking the game on yesterday, right? Style of play is very important. I have not seen this team play to a level where they were not engaged and they were not giving their all. I like the fact that Antonio Pierce is not going to have his hands in building an organization in a way where he has final cut. It's really up to Champ Kelly to give him the groceries. It's up to AP to cook it. I think what we wind up doing is we start looking at the constructs in the National Football League as currently constituted, where you have all of these coach/GMs. And with AP, I don't think that he's really earned to have that kind of say so. I think he should be at the table with the owner and the GM, right? But I don't think that AP should be that kind of coach. See, I think we kind of got our things mixed up. I think AP would strictly be the coach, and I think as far as building this thing with the players in the locker room, I think he's definitely the guy, because this is the one thing, right? Look, man, there are a lot of guys in this league who know the X's and O's, man. But there's not a whole lot that can relate to the Jimmys and Joes. There ain't a whole lot of guys who can walk in a locker room, have instant credibility. There's not a whole lot of people. And I think that the veil would have came off of AP very, very quickly. I remember when Mike Singletary was an interim coach. We took it for 49ers. You can see that season that Mike Singletary shouldn't be the head coach of that team. You can see it, bro. And he's a great, great, immortal player, right? There's a difference. I think AP has taken the road less traveled. He's just not some older player that they just took and stuffed and gave a job, bro. This guy coached in high school. He coached in college. He's coached at the NFL level. AP is a guy who has gone up the coaching ranks, bro. I think he deserves this. He might not be a good coaching candidate for another team, but for the Raiders, he's our guy. Now, there should be conditions to safeguard us against the fact that if he blows a gasket and doesn't do a good job, right? There are things like having another guy with head coaching experience right on the roster. There's things like his contract not being too oppressive, right? But I think that the beauty of having AB as your coach is that you don't got to worry about him making personnel decisions. Go in and ask for what you want, what you feel like is going to help the team win, and allow Champ Kelly to go get you your players. And if you do that, I'm fine with it. But I can tell you one thing about personnel. He went out and went and screamed for the hills to go get Jack Jones, and we did. And look how that's worked out. My guy, Quadre Shamsuddin. My brother, man. Appreciate you for donating to the show, man. Appreciate you, dog. Keeping the lights on here. Don't you know that two of the most crazy plays that happened against us started dynasties? Yep. The immaculate reception and the tuck rule with Brady. Yes. I'm firmly aware of that, Quadre. And I'm firmly aware that we are somehow entrenched in a weird history of the National Football League a lot of times, where we got to overcome the league, the refs. We got to overcome so much just to win. I mean, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. If it wasn't for the refs, the Raiders would probably have like 5 or 6 Super Bowls. Real shit. Like, we were robbed in the 70s a lot of the times with the Steelers. They were not the better football team. Steeler fans are going to beat me up for this. They were, listen, look at me when I tell y'all this. They were not always the better football team. And I tell you what, I will take the snake. I'll take the snake over Terry Bradshaw any day of the week and twice on Sundays when the money's on the table. I will take the snake, brother. I will take the snake, man. Kenny Stabler. Rest in peace, Kenny Stabler, man. Shout out to Rose Stabler, too, man. His beautiful bride, his widow. My guy, Troy Romero. What it is, Troy? Where you been, man? Wasted the flags. You can literally call them as soon as the play breaks down. It's to the point you can call it when they are fixing to throw it. It's not right. And that's a fact, bro. It's ridiculous, man. My guy. Wasted. My boy been raving about Sam Hartman. Says he's like Drew Brees. A lot of people like Sam Hartman, bro. But Sam Hartman's one of them guys, bro. That's a guy that you take a flyer on if he's there in the mid rounds. He's not a guy you move up to get. It's not a guy you move up to get, bro. MDM. When we talk about QB prospects, everybody was killing me for Bo Nix, but Bo Nix looked pretty damn good today, right? The difference is social media and the 24-hour news cycle. They take a story and it spreads like wildfire, but the truth comes out later and they don't spread it. Like Jones not being offside versus the Cowboys in the tipping call. And that's a fact, bro. See, you know what it is, man? It's almost like in today's media, bro, like they go out there and they start narratives, right? But the NFL doesn't do anything to put out or dispel the when they get caught with their pants down. Because I'm gonna tell you something, the Cowboy game too, that was egregious too. You know, it was a lot. It was a lot going on, bro. It was a lot going on, man. What you mean? Oh, Andrew Luck. Nah, brother. I'm not talking about Andrew Luck now. I'm talking about when he first retired. I wanted Andrew Luck to take a year off, heal up, and come back to the league. Andrew Luck can't play professional football now. I don't know if you've seen Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck he's dwindled down. He looks like a used car salesman now. He's not in football shape like that anymore. I'm sure, but he's getting older. I'm cool on that, bro. My dog, 10 Commandments. Aiden has to audible us out of plays with zero possibilities of success. He also needs to mature. We have had too many opportunities to keep drives alive. He could have ran on the deep ball to JM. But see, bro, you got to understand, one, he's a rookie. He's very, very limited in what he's got going on. And we don't know how much of the playbook they have opened up to him, bro. No matter what it is, right? I like Aiden O'Connell. I think he deserves a chance to come in and compete for the job next year. But yo, bro, am I sitting here thinking that he's our future? No. You know what I'm saying? Aiden O'Connell was put in a weird situation where he was never supposed to be the starter this year. We went out and got Jimmy Garoppolo for that. Jimmy Garoppolo was bad. It's just, and even, bro, the way they had him at third string quarterback, not really getting any reps in practice. He's really had to take a lot of mental reps. So the learning curve is a little steeper as far as, transcribing what you learn in the classroom to on the field. So I don't blame Aiden O'Connell, man. I give him props. I have a lot of respect for Aiden O'Connell, man. I hope he has a long, prosperous NFL career. But at the end of the day, I think it's time for the Raiders to bring somebody in that is a little bit more athletically gifted. And if Aiden O'Connell is who we think he could be, then he'll beat the guy out. But hey, let's roll the ball out there and let these guys compete, man. May Spitfire, where you been? I like due process. We don't need another autocrat dictator that has the only say. And that's a fact too. Shout out to May Spitfire. I don't want that kind of coach here, man. Tired of that shit, bro. Be a coach, let the GM and let's keep it all the way pimping like that, man. Although Champ Bailey, I think you mean Champ Kelly, bro. But although Champ Kelly is well respected in the NFL, I'm still on the fences as to whether he can get it done. One look at Chicago gives me a reason to wait and see. And this is the thing, Top. He was never the GM there. He was an assistant there, bro. But when you start talking about like the scouting and some of the players that he had his hands on, he is a guy that a lot of people love. I think the problem in Chicago, bro, is not their scouting and so much of the drafting, because they've done decent with the draft. A lot of it is the ownership in Chicago. You know, the McCaskey family, which the McCaskey family is actually George Halas. I think it's George Halas' granddaughter or some shit that owns the team, or his daughter. They don't have a lot, like they're not those rich blue blood. I mean, she's definitely blue blood. I mean, for God's sakes, the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers started the National Football League. They are blue blood franchises. The Giants, you know, the Packers, the Bears, you know, the original, you know, the Canton Bulldogs, the Browns, and those original teams, the Steelers, they're blue blood franchises, right? They don't have the money that, like, say, for instance, the Broncos have. So a lot of the decisions that have made in Chicago is not so much the GM's fault or the coach's fault. A lot of them decisions are made that are financially motivated, bro. They're financially motivated. And what they need to understand is that if you really want to make this investment an investment, you got to win. You got to win. I mean, now the Chicago Bears, listen, the overlord of that division is gone. Aaron Rodgers is gone. There is no, you know, special franchise quarterback in that division. That division is essentially wide open. It reminds me of the AFC South. And I think they're starting to have a young quarterback that's going to be the overlord of that division, is CJ Stroud, or, you know, maybe Trevor Lawrence. But there's no overlord in that division like it used to be when Peyton Manning was there. When you have great quarterbacks in a division, bro, you can almost sign yourself up for being second place every year. It's ridiculous, man. Mabuki or Leonard Williams in free agency is a must. Though I know Leonard is expensive, but he worked with PG and maybe give him 10 years, 25 million. Now, see, bro, that's not that expensive for a guy that can make the kind of impact that the big cat can make. You know, Mabuki, whatever, he's a guy who hasn't done it for as long. He's a younger guy. You could probably get him on the cheap too. I have no problem with that. If you can't go and make that swing on Chris Jones and it doesn't fit your bottom line, I can definitely see that shit happening, bro. My guy, DeWan. Trade the far from the top. Oh, no, brother. Raider Room. Citations wasted in the chat. Season isn't finishing how we hoped it would, but there was some major progress in a short period of time. Now give AP and Champ an offseason to do their thing. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, bro. I agree. GA Patriot. AP is not a cheerleader. He is a leader of men. We don't need another Gruden. We need a coach like Flores, Tomlin, Campbell, and Madden. And that's a fact, bro. Like, I think that people sell AP short, and I don't understand that. Like, the leadership aspect, leaders are born, bro. They're not made. If everybody's a leader, then nobody's a leader. When you find a leader, you got to keep them in a building, bro. It's very important that you do that. Quadre Samshadeen, my dog. Appreciate you, bro. Eventually, the NFL is going to get a coaching challenge. Eventually they're going to get a coaching challenge. They have to shit. Oh yeah, okay. Eventually, the NFL is going to get a coaching challenge. They have they have shit getting out of hand. They have to. Shit's getting out of hand. I read that wrong. I'm sorry, brother. But that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Shit is getting out of hand, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. Marcus go for it. He said Rose Stable is fine as hell. What's up, Mark? All right, y'all. So look, let's get this live under control here, man. Because I'm going all over. I'm just reading the chat, man, letting y'all sound off. I love doing that on Reaction Monday, man. Love doing that. All right, so look, we got almost an hour in, right? Let's start rounding into what we've learned, some grades on yesterday's game, and let's give some affirmations on, what we think should happen, in the chat. And this is going to be like a thing where we're going to participate a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask y'all a question, man. Offensive line yesterday. What do you guys give the offensive line grade-wise? We're going to go to the high school route, A, B, C, D, F, right? What are you guys in the chat? What are you guys giving our offensive line? I'm going to give my grade for the offensive line. You know what I mean? The offensive line yesterday did not play bad yesterday. They didn't play terrible. Jermaine Illuminor included. Jermaine Illuminor has some calls, but I'm gonna give the offensive line a B, man. I'm gonna give the offensive line a B, man. I'm gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? Let me look down in the chat, see what y'all got in there. I'm gonna give him a B. Diego, my dog. Diego wasted. I took Beast Mode's grandparents' order and in and out yesterday. Oh, that's dope, yo. Shout out to them, yo. Okay, Taino Raider gives the offensive line a D. Taino Raider is a very, very hard judge. Scott Tucker, my dog, C. MDM, C. Top Beat, C. Alpha Omega forever, my guy. Maul giving a B. He's kind of on the same sheet of music as me. Sweet Jazz, O-line, B-. Jason Moreau, B-. Paul Edgerton from across the pond, a C. Richard Twitchell, a D. All right, so basically, if we're going to average this out, right, with all of the Ds that we'll put up, pause, I'm going to say the chat is saying B-, bro. B-, yo. Top says C+. C+. Now, the defense yesterday. I'm going to get a defense a B as well. The defense played well, man. They held Gardner Minshew to one touchdown, 15 for 23. He had 224 yards. Jonathan Taylor kind of got loose on us. He had 21 carries, 96 yards. I lost my fantasy league because I didn't start Jonathan Taylor, which is insane. An idiot. Trey Sermon had 5 carries for 32 yards, 6.4 yards a carry. Trey Sermon had a great game. Michael Pittman, 5 receptions, 46 yards. Josh Downs, 2 receptions, 53 yards. Mo Ali Cox, 2 receptions for 18 yards. And Pierce, he broke our back yesterday. 1 reception for 58 yards and a touchdown, man. I mean, I'm not going to go into the rest of these guys. Now, when it comes to the Raiders, man, what are you guys giving Davante Adams yesterday? Davante Adams. Johnny, crazy. Davante Adams, 13 receptions, 126 yards, 2 tutties. Jacoby Myers, 6 receptions, 56 yards, 0 touchdowns. Zamir White, 5 receptions for 35 yards. Austin Hooper, 3 for 28. Trey Tucker, 2 for 36, which I don't understand why we didn't go to Trey Tucker more, man. And Amir Abdullah, 1 for 18. So wait, Davante gets a B-. So a lot of people will say Davante gets a B. Do you guys feel like, we were forcing the ball at Davante yesterday? Do you feel like we were forcing the ball? My guy, GA Patriot, with the $5 holler, man. Another game with Davante got his and the team got an L. I know, man. So let me ask y'all, man, do y'all think they were forcing the ball at Davante a little too much, yo? Yes, Darnell Sanders says yes, yo. Definitely forcing the ball, Joey G. 21 targets is way too much. Hooper was cooking, and we went away from him. Absolutely. And bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is some of the time. Like, it's cool to have a star wide receiver, but that is the down. It's weird because, like, when you got a star wide receiver, it's good to have a star wide receiver with a veteran quarterback or a quarterback that's had some success in the National Football League. Because you kind of need that quarterback that's like, all right, man, hold up, bro. I'm gonna get you your touches, but you gotta relax. I don't think Tay was beasting him about that, but I think there was a concerted effort because the Colts had a guy that is, and Kenny Moore is a guy that, is one of their best corners. He was out. And they were trying to force the ball to Davante Adams. And I think that was a detriment to us. Even though he got his and he scored 2 touchdowns, I think it was a detriment to us. The loss to the Vikings on that last interception was forced to Adams because Mayer was wide open. That's a fact too, Sin. It's a fact. Yo, my guy, old school. I felt like we should have ran it more. It worked the clocks like we did with the Chiefs. I think so too, man. Yeah, Eric Kwan, look, see, this is the thing that I don't like to do, bro. I don't like the Monday morning quarterback to a point where, because then one week I'm going to sit up here and say they didn't give Davante the ball enough, and then when we do, it's like, but I just think that it should be within the flow of the game, right? Like if you're gonna turn and you're gonna force the ball to Davante Adams, bro, it has to be within the flow of the game. It has to be. It has to be, yo. And it's not Tay's fault, like my man Graham Cam said, bro. It's not Tay's fault. We literally do not have a system on the offensive side. We are a play-by-play team until we get a coordinator in the building. That's a fact, man. And yo, you guys are doing my job for me, man. My guy, Marcus Torres. Drafting a first-round QB is imperative. It's a fact, bro. That is a freaking fact, man. My guy, Keith England, man, my brother. I definitely think they were forcing the ball to Tay Adams. That's killing us because other wide receivers more than capable of catching the football. We definitely need Bo Nix in the OC. Shout out to my guy Keith England in the place, man. Shout out to my guy, man. Us not converting on third down in the first half came back to haunt us. Yo, Anthony, you know what it is too? It's like a rhythm too, man. When you're constantly getting on and off the field, you're not scoring, bro. It kind of breaks the rhythm of the team, man. It's insane, bro. I feel you though, bro. I don't know why we didn't have Renfro in the game when they were double teaming Adams. Someone is always open when that happens. The problem with Hunter Renfro is I think Hunter Renfro has lost the confidence of the Raider coaches, man, fumbling in inopportune times. I think that Minnesota game was squarely on Hunter Renfro's shoulders. Him fumbling the way he did, bro. I think Hunter Renfro has seen his last days as a Raider, bro. And the sad thing is that with Josh Jacobs, I would hate to feel like Josh Jacobs would have his last days as a Raider on the sideline. I don't know if he's going to play against Denver. I don't even know if it's worth it, right? But Josh Jacobs might have played his last game as a Raider because his contract is up and he might not be brought back on the sideline. And that sucks, man. Eric Kwan, is there a drop-off between Caleb Williams and Bo Nix? A huge drop-off. Caleb Williams is super talented. See, this is the thing about Bo Nix. Bo Nix is the kind of guy, if he gets in the right situation in the National Football League, Bo Nix can cook. Bo Nix is a good athlete. He's one of them guys where he's a 6 or a 7 all around the board. Where Caleb Williams is an 8 or a 9. You know what I'm saying? At certain aspects of throwing the football, touch, being able to move and moving in the pocket. Bo Nix is just a solid quarterback that if he gets in the right system with talent around him, Bo Nix can thrive. I think Caleb Williams is a foundational cornerstone piece that you can build around. I don't think Bo Nix is a quarterback that comes into the National Football League that you're going to build around. He's not that kind of guy. He's the kind of guy that you add to. And I think Bo Nix can be a quarterback on the level of a Kirk Cousins or better. But I think that Caleb Williams is a Patrick Mahomes type player. If I can give you any comparison, you know what I'm saying? GA Patriot, first round QBs are a crapshoot. Give me somebody that already knows we know can compete. We are more than a QB away from an elite offense. Yes, that's true. But GA, you got to take the road less traveled. We got to stop doing this as Raiders. Every other organization in the National Football League goes out there and actively seeks to draft a young quarterback to build around. We historically have not done that. Al Davis has always gone on the scrap heap, and we have a myriad of guys that have played quarterback for the Raiders. You know, look, you guys have heard me do that on this show a lot. Go back to the Donald Hollis days. You want to do that? You want to go back to the Thule days? You want to go back to and Thule didn't really play much with us, right? But bro, Todd Marinovich, which is a guy we drafted, right? But yo, Jeff George, former #1 pick. We've done it all, bro. We brought guys in, you know, Jeff Hostetler, a former Super Bowl winner, Rich Gannon, a backup who was with the Chiefs, and we saw we liked, and that worked out for us. He became an NFL MVP for us. But most of the time, bro, Jim Plunkett, that's one that worked out for us, right? He was a guy, was a #1 pick, Heisman Trophy winner. You know how Al loved Heisman Trophy winners. But then you go back and you look at the Aaron Brooks of the world. You look at, Jason Campbell was okay. He got until he got hurt. The Carson Palmer, #1 pick, Heisman Trophy winner. Didn't really quite work out for us. So I just think that the part of the reason why we haven't had the stability that we would love is because we never make that commitment to draft our guy and have a guy here for a decade. And I think this is the time. This is the chance for the Raiders to do that because we are not a putrid situation here. We have talent on this roster, up and down this roster. And I think this is the time to capitalize on that. This is the time. You draft a guy now because then he's going to come in a situation where he's not running for his life. He's not getting destroyed. Then you add a few things. You cook him with gas at that point. My guy, GA Patriots, shout out to you. Thoughts? We're not a QB away from an elite offense. Do we give our new OC a year to develop his system and then draft a QB for him? No. I say we right now, I hope next year that we're not in a position to swing at one of the big quarterbacks. I think this is one of those quarterback drafts where there's so much talent. Next year, there might not be one guy in the draft next year that's as talented as the guys that are coming out this year. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, you go and get if you have like, bro, if there's any chance, like with the CJ Stroud situation, if there's any chance that they could have got CJ Stroud and they did it, that's organizational malpractice, and that's a stone cold lead pipe fact. They should have went and got him because now that's done. Quarterback done. Boom. You put that over here and you're done for the next 10 years. I prefer that because everything else beyond that is ancillary pieces. Like the one cornerstone we have on this team, and you can see that's why that's the best part of the team, is the defense. And if you look at Max Crosby, he is a foundational cornerstone player. They say when you want to build a roster, what you do is you get the quarterback, you locate the quarterback. You get a pass rusher. Get a left tackle. We got a good left tackle. It's been great for us, right? You see a Hall of Fame left tackle? No. But you can live with him. Colton Miller, you can live with. If you go get a foundational quarterback, now you're cooking with gas. Then you got Max, and then you can fill everything around these guys in. Once you have that, you show me a team, a great team, and I'll show you people who have located all of those things. Yeah, man. But no, bro, I'm telling you, GA, this is the year. It's too much young quarterback talent. This is the year. Go get the quarterback. Whatever you need to do. Bro, you may need to watch film on Bo Nix. He's great at keeping a play alive. He can run, throw, and a dot. Look, Keith, I've been watching Bo Nix since he was at Auburn. I like Bo Nix. What I'm saying to you is that I don't think Bo Nix is an elite prospect. I think he's going to be a really good quarterback. He might grow into being a great prospect, but he's not one of those guys where I think he reminds me a lot of Kirk Cousins when he was coming into the league. Kirk Cousins was a guy who could move a little bit and stuff. Now he's more primarily a pocket passer. But not Kirk Cousins, but Bo Nix is one of those guys. He doesn't have like the elite arm. He don't have that kind of arm. You're like, whoa, oh my God, right? His accuracy is decent. It's not great. And you got to realize something. He's playing in a Pac-10, right? He's at Oregon, and Oregon has unlimited resources. They're in bed with Nike, right? So Oregon always has a, kind of a little bit of an advantage, right? Bo Nix is also a 6-year starter. He's been in college football for like 6 years, bro. He's a super senior. So I expect a little more out of Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix has mastered the college football game construct at this point in his life. I don't see that translating to the NFL unless he goes to a situation where he doesn't have to carry a team right off the bat. If Bo Nix gets drafted to the worst team in the league, then he's going to be a bust because he's not that kind of talent. Caleb Williams is the kind of talent where he can elevate everything around him. I mean, that's how I see it, Keith. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I like Bo Nix. I was a guy champion for the whole Bo Nix thing. Yo, Pastor Raider, my dog, what type of sacrifice we going to make to get that quarterback? Let me ask you, what are you willing to sacrifice, Wasted? I'm willing to sacrifice the first round pick in this draft and next draft. If and it depends on who it is, bro. If I'm trading my 2 first round picks and a second next year or something like that, I want Caleb Williams. I want to go all the way up to number 1. I want Caleb Williams. If I'm trying to move up to get Jaden Daniels, right? I trade this year's pick, next year's second or third or something like that. That's the kind, I'm willing to make a big sacrifice to locate that quarterback, especially if it's a guy that theoretically, if I'm talking to you, right? Theoretically, if it works, right? If we get that guy and it works, go get him. And see, the Bo Nix thing is great. I understand that. He has a lot of it. That's one of the reasons why I haven't, like, say, for instance, if we're sitting, listen, if Caleb's off the board, Drake May's off the board, Jaden Daniels is off the board, right? And we sit in that number 14 in the draft. And my defensive tackle's gone. Kool-Aid McKinstry's gone. All these guys are gone, and we're sitting there, and we got a chance to take Bo Nix without having to move up. I say take him. Pastor Raider, in my opinion, I think you're absolutely right. Right? But you gotta deal with the fact that, and this is the reason why, there are more prospects in this draft than normally. So I don't think the price will be as high. Because there are some guys in this draft that when you look at their draft board, there's certain guys that people aren't even talking about. Like you might have some people where they have Michael Penix Jr. as their number 2 guy, and he might fall right to them. There's more quarterbacks in this draft than, so I don't think that you're going to have to pay as much to move up. I don't think the market is going to be as robust because you already have teams like the Jacksonville Jaguars, which they are playing well, right? So we look at the bad football teams, right? Carolina is not in the market for a quarterback, and they don't have their pick anyway, right? They got their guy last year. They moved up. The Texans aren't a bad football team, so let's remove them, right? The New York Jets, right? And I got to look at the draft order. But the Jets, let's look at the NFL draft order today. Yo. Let's look. Let me stop shooting off, because a lot of times, bro, I just go right off the top of my head with some of this stuff. So let's pull this up, man. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. I gotta find it. NFL draft order as of today. Updated week 17. All right, boom. So let me go back. Let me share my screen with y'all. Share. Boom. All right. The Chicago Bears, number 1. This is via Tankathon, everybody. Number 2, the Washington Commanders. Number 3, the New England Patriots. Number 4, the Arizona Cardinals. Okay, so let's look at this. The Chicago Bears are a team that they might elect to keep Justin Fields. So that's why they can be in business right here, right? Then you got the Washington Commanders. They're firmly, if they wanted Caleb Williams, they can move up. But I can see the Washington Commanders taking Drake May. I can see that. The New England Patriots at number 3, they definitely need a quarterback. They have drafted a quarterback. It all depends on who is going to be there. If Bill Belichick is still there, I don't think Bill Belichick drafts a quarterback at number 3. I think Bill Belichick trades out and goes and tries to bring in a veteran because he's already played that movie already with Mac Jones. I think he's going to get a veteran QB. Number 4, the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals they're gonna keep Kyler Murray. I don't see them getting out of that. The New York Giants could be in the market for a quarterback, but to be honest with you, they paid Daniel Jones a whole hell of a lot of money. So I look, this team right here, the chart, these 3 teams, I don't see them drafting a quarterback. Number 7, the Tennessee Titans. Is it possible? Yes. But at number 7, do they have greater needs? They already went and got a young guy that they're high on, and Will Levis. So do I see them drafting a quarterback? No. The New York Jets have Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the de facto GM. At number 8, the Jets are being played so you can move up and play ball with them. I don't think that the Jets are going to draft a quarterback. They already got a young guy under contract in Zach Wilson that hasn't really panned out for them, but they got Aaron Rodgers. So I don't think with their first pick, they're going to go and do a quarterback situation. Now, the Atlanta Falcons are a team that's very interesting. The Atlanta Falcons could possibly be in play to try to move up to get a younger guy. But I think the way the Atlanta Falcons are set up, they have a lot of offensive weapons and talent, and they're a quarterback away. I can see this being a place for Russell Wilson. So I see Russell Wilson in play here, and I see Russell Wilson in play here. Some people would say us too, right? Chicago Bears again at number 10. So if I'm operating under the illusion that the Chicago Bears kept Justin Jefferson, they're not gonna be drafting a quarterback here. But if they take Caleb Williams, and they're not gonna be taking a quarterback here anyway. So either which way, the Chicago Bears, and then you have 11, you got us. So there are some teams that we can move into position. We can move into probably number 3 very, very easily. Very, very easily. Yeah, just get us someone who can complete that Raider bomb. I want a run and bomb offense. My guy MDM, wasted. Your logic is correct, as where others say, because many QBs, it increases the value. I disagree. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it's so many guys, man, and you don't really know who's who and what's what. I just another DJ. I haven't heard the Redskins. You see, because the problem that with the Redskins is you don't know who the head coach is going to be. You don't know how much power he's going to have. You don't know because Riverboat Ron is gone. Is it Eric Bieniemy? Is Eric Bieniemy going to be the next coach? I don't think so. So it all depends on who the coach is there. So if the coach, whatever coach comes over there, you can bet that it's going to be Drake May or Caleb Williams. You might have a coach that comes in that might like they might like Drake May, and they might want to stay there for the big, strong young kid. So Drake May will be off the board right there. But I haven't heard who they like though, to be honest with you. Wasted. Been a fan as long as you, I think. And I can't agree more with you trading up for Williams. Definitely worth the risk. If it doesn't work, we have Aiden and we can still win with our defense. Thank you, Justin Finney. Appreciate you. My guy, Devastator. Bo reminds me of Baker Mayfield. That's a good, to me, that's a good comparison. I think Bo's a little bigger than he is, though. My guy, Devastator again. Don't like the way Caleb Williams wanted ownership in a team, though. That's just wild, bro. You haven't earned shit. Bro, that could have been a rumor. And if he did, it's just like, bro, a lot of times this is the new generation where people like to get hype around their name, bro. But that's a fact, bro. My guy, man, let me pull up Darth Raider. I'm not offering anything more than a third for Justin Fields. So let me ask you guys a question, man. What do I think of Justin Fields? I like Justin Fields, bro. I really like Justin Fields. I do. I think he's a supremely talented athlete. I love the dimension he gives us. He has a strong arm, and I think that Justin Fields has a high ceiling, and I don't think we've seen his best football yet. I don't. The thing about Justin Fields is he needs the right situation around him, and I don't necessarily know. That's a gamble, right? When you go and you get a guy that's been in the league already, it's a gamble to get the right situation around him. I think the Atlanta Falcons is a team too that will want Justin Fields as well. I think they're going to take a big swing on Justin Fields. That's why when people say I'm not giving up anything more than a 3, you might have a team in the Atlanta Falcons that's like, yo, look, man, y'all gotta have our first. Fuck it. You gotta be careful with that, yo. I mean, shit. We got a first round pick for Amari Cooper. Just be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. Washington's probably gonna pick Williams because he's from DC. Yeah, it's a lot. People talk about that, bro, but Chicago got to be willing to play ball with them, and that's the crazy thing. But look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If Chicago's keeping Justin Fields, it'd be nothing but right for them to get draft capital for the foreseeable future and only moving down one spot. Man, wait. So, what do you feel about going to get Baker Mayfield? I like Baker. I wanted us to go take a flyer and bring in Baker. Like, dude, I'm totally on board for us drafting a kid, and bringing in a vet. I'm totally on board with that. But the thing about it is you got to look at the fact that the Jimmy Garoppolo thing is going to be a massive issue for us when it comes to dead cap money. Also, the Chandler Jones thing. I don't know if the Raiders are going to get a reprieve because Chandler Jones went off the reservation. I would have let Chandler Jones just rot on our roster. But, that's what I would have done. That's just me, though. My guy, not another DJ. Wasted. It's the new ownership group in DC that's high on Caleb Williams. They want to pair talent like him with an offensive-minded head coach. Yes, so you got Magic Johnson and all them guys. But at the end of the day, the Chicago Bears have got to be willing to play ball. And I can see it happening, bro. So then now you as the Raiders, right? Say, for instance, Caleb's gone. And you like Drake May. Now Drake May's in play. Because they swapped. So now Chicago can move down even further. Because if Chicago's willing not to draft Caleb Williams, bro, that means they've probably kept Justin Fields. Darth Vader, I feel uneasy trading high draft picks, even multiple, for unproven QB that might not work out and be with the team in 2 years. Yeah, it's always uneasy, but bro, scared money don't make money. It gets to a point where it's like, bro, what are we gonna keep doing? We just gonna keep waiting for that. Like bro, when you have a situation like the Raiders have now, I'm okay with it. And you know why? Because Aiden O'Connell is good enough for me not to worry about that. Aiden O'Connell is good enough for me to know that I got a young quarterback on the cheap on my roster for the next few years, that if this guy's a complete bust, I can bring him out there and I know he's gonna get better. And then I could try to get a reprieve with getting a guy off my roster. I think this is the perfect time as any, bro. I really do. Again, I'm talking about moving up. What is the capital you talk about moving up? Future draft capital. Where we are right now. What do you mean? That's normally what you do. Multiple picks. Everybody, as long as you have all your picks, you have the capital to move up. It all depends on what you willing to pay. D. Bernie, bringing Justin Fields with Eric Bieniemy. I'm not a big Bieniemy guy, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not a big Bieniemy guy. I don't want the son of Andy Reid over here, bro. I'm sorry. GA Patriot, wasted. Interesting look at the draft order. So realistically, there's only 4 or 5 teams ahead of us in the QB market. Plus Russ and Fields in play. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So it's 4 or 5 teams, right? So then now it's only 3. If you're thinking and you're under estimation that one of those teams would take a swing on Russell Wilson. And it's the thing. People think that quarterbacks grow on trees. If you like, and this is under the thought process that this guy is the guy. Like if Caleb Williams is the guy, like how Peyton Manning was the guy, you do whatever you have to get him. Because this team is good enough to where if he is the guy, we're exponentially better. Let's go all in, man. Hey, man, but y'all listen, man. Eric sleeping with the enemy. Yo, we got almost 500 in the room, man. Get wasted with your brother, wasted, man. Get wasted with your brother, wasted, man. Listen, guys, we going an hour and a half, bro. I think I gotta go. I gotta go tap in with the family, go eat dinner and stuff like that. My guy John Jones. Let me get a few of these before we get out of here. Wasted. Who should we talk to as his offensive coordinator? Look, told y'all already what I feel. You know, I feel like it should be Frank Reich because he's been a head coach. He's developed young quarterbacks. He checks all the boxes for me. Frank Smith from the Dolphins. I don't know if Frank Smith is his contract is up. If his contract is not up, he can't really make a lateral move like that, right? So if you're bringing in if you're bringing in Frank Smith, he'd have to be in play for head coach, and I would prefer AP to be my guy, man. Colts in the house. Do not get Frank Reich. Why would you say that, bro? You don't like Frank Reich? You don't like Frank Reich? Yo, Colts house, do me a favor, man. Tell me what your drawback to Frank Reich is, because I love the job he did in Philadelphia. Byron Leftwich. Byron Leftwich is another guy. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, I do feel a lot better, man. I've been feeling great, man. I had it. You know what's crazy? I had a week off from work. You know what I mean? I'm to that point where, you know what I'm saying, I'm one of the older guys at work. So you know what I'm saying? I get Christmas week off. I took some of my vacation. I got like 5 weeks of vacation. So I took one of my weeks of vacation on Christmas. You know, I think I'm gonna do that every year now, you know, if I can. Terrible play design, vanilla, predictable offense. All right. I see, you know what did you say? Anyone else? Now, yeah, you guys listen, y'all had him. So look, I like Frank Reich. I like some of the plays that they designed when he was in Philly. I don't necessarily know if, you know, some of that stuff was based off of the offensive personnel they had in with the Indianapolis Colts at the time. But the reason why I like Frank Reich is that I love the fact that I've seen him help develop quarterbacks. I've seen him help when Carson Wentz was playing his best. I seen what they did when they won a Super Bowl in Philadelphia with freaking Nick Foles. My guy, Sean for West Baltimore. Dan T might be right on Byron Leftwich. Byron Leftwich, yo, I'd have no problem with bringing in Leftwich. I like Byron Leftwich. I love the fact of what he's done with Brady, and I love the way, you know, what they've been doing with Baker, man. My guy Eddie C with the $5 holla, man. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, man. Hey, Colts House, appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. Being respectful, man. All fans are welcome over here, man. My guy says, wish Frank onto the Chargers or someone else you really hate. I ain't mad at you, bro. I'm a Frank Reich guy. I like Frank Reich though, but we got to disagree, bro. But I like him, bro. Salute wasted. What about Kyler? I don't think that the Arizona Cardinals are not moving on for Kyler Murray, bro. They're not. They don't have a chance to get Caleb Williams. There's not one quarterback in this draft that I have ranked over Kyler Murray besides Caleb Williams. And I don't even think like Kyler Murray, the only thing that's stopping Kyler Murray from being a stud and a star is focusing strictly on football. Real rap, man. Darrell Bevel, Pep Hamilton, Leftwich. So all guys that I would like really, really, really take a flyer on. I'm talking about experienced guys who have had success being offensive coordinators in the National Football League. Rick Linderholm. The Raiders have a way to. I don't think Bo Nix is going in the top 5 or 6 picks, bro. But y'all, listen, man. I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, Byron Leftwich is unemployed right now, Tease. I forgot about that. Byron Leftwich is unemployed. I forgot they got rid of Byron Leftwich. That's my bad, yo. But wait, the Raiders didn't lose that game from coaching. You guys need more talent on the squad. They fought like hell, but underpowered. Keep AP. He's good for your squad. Get Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. But see, the thing about Ben Johnson, you can't just Ben Johnson is in line to be a head coach. Ben Johnson's not coming here to be our offensive coordinator. That's not happening, bro. Like, so it's either AP or Ben Johnson. So that's the issue. And I would rather keep AP, man. My guy, Scott Matty. What do you think it would take to get Jaden Daniels and Justin Fields? I think with Justin Fields, bro, I think it's going to take more than a lot of people think. A lot of people think it's going to take a third. I don't think so. I think it's going to. I think you start talking at a second round pick, especially if in Atlanta. If you got an Atlanta Falcons team that's willing, they got all these bad quarterbacks. The Falcons might give the farm up for Justin Fields. What I think it'll take to get Jaden Daniels, it all depends on how the quarterback hierarchy goes. I don't think it'll take. I think maybe to move up, you might have to give up one of your picks in the next round or one of your picks from the next year, but you're not gonna have to give up 2 number ones to move up to get Jaden Daniels. I don't think so, bro. Louis Baycourt, stupid. Leftwich is not unemployed. He works at the Dollar General on Route 56. Yo, you stupid, yo. Yo, Kellen Moore, no. I pass on. Kellen Moore's been terrible, man. Kellen Moore, I'm not doing the Kellen Moore thing, man. My guy Richard Twitchell. I appreciate you, Supreme Town. Thanks for hosting. Raiders. Yo, shout out to y'all, man. Love all of y'all. I gotta get out of here. Wifey's texting me. I'm gonna go sit down and eat dinner with the family, man. We're gonna enjoy this last day before we get back at it, man. Y'all have a great and terrific night, man. And yo, y'all know what I always say, man.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Listen, the price for a quarterback is going through the damn roof after them losses that we took in the last few weeks, man. Love and admit, love all of y'all, man. I'll be back all week, man. Y'all have a great night, man. Peace, man. And yo, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button on the way out if you're not a subscriber, man. Peace.